After winning the Battle of Uhud, Abu Sufyan became so confident that he decided not to spare the Muslims. He started preparing an army of 10,000 people. How many is that? The entire population of Medina, including children, women, and the elderly, didn't even total 10,000. When the Prophet learned about these preparations of the disbelievers, he quickly called a meeting. Everyone knew that fighting would be impossible, and something else would have to be done. In this meeting, an international Salman Farsi was also present. His advice was, look, Medina is already safe from 3 sides because of mountains. We only need to secure one side, which is the northern side of Medina, and the Jews inside Medina are our friends. We have no problem with them. So if we just build a trench or ditch on this one side, then perhaps we have a chance in this battle. The task of digging 120 feet was assigned. 1 minute, how much is 120 feet? It's like putting this Toyota Corolla car, right? Pickaxes, shovels, Toyota Corolla cars like this, and 5 more underneath. I mean, they had to do this in conditions where they had stones tied to their stomachs due to hunger. In total, the Muslims in very little time created a 6-kilometer range on the northern side of Medina. How much is 6 km? It's like a cricket stadium. A cricket stadium is very large. If you place 36 cricket stadiums in a line, that's how long the trench was. And if seen in terms of Corolla cars, 6,560 Corolla cars could fit in this trench. During the digging, a very large stone couldn't be broken despite much effort. So the companions told the Prophet, PBUH, that this had become a problem. The Prophet, PBUH, took a pickaxe and struck the stone forcefully, saying, Sham, Syria is mine, and I can see it before me right now. Then he struck the stone again and said, Iran is also mine. I can see Iran before me right now. And then for the 3rd time he struck hard, and the stone broke into small pieces. The keys of Yemen have been placed in my hands. The companions standing there were amazed because they witnessed a miracle before them. But Iran, Syria, Yemen, these were superpowers. How would they get these? But today we know that not only Iran, Syria, and Yemen, but this entire region is theirs. They had nothing to eat, stones tied to their stomachs, and an army of 10,000 was coming to face them. And these people were talking about conquering Iran, Syria, and Yemen. When the Meccan army arrived, they became tense. What is this? We didn't think of this. And honestly, if they had launched a direct attack, a surprise attack, they could have finished the Muslims because their army was larger than the entire population of Medina. Both armies faced each other and just looked at each other from a distance. The Muslims were sitting, not at all tense. If anyone from their army came forward, the Muslims would kill them with arrows. This system continued for many days, and finally, a group of disbelievers got angry and somehow managed to cross the trench and enter. In this group was Abu Jahl's son. But Hazrat Ali went and killed their leader, and all of them ran back. It seemed like the Meccans were losing the war, but here Abu Sufyan played a powerful game. We can't enter Medina, but there are Jews inside Medina who never liked Muslims. If we somehow convince them and they attack the women and children in Muslim homes, then Muslims will have to retreat, and we will attack them. And the Jews directly agreed and broke all the pacts they had made with the Muslims. Muslims were trapped between 2 fronts, and the Jews slowly began to raid the homes of companions inside Medina. Muslims were now in tension. Should they protect their women and children in their homes or fight the Meccan army here? This was a very tense situation for Muslims. It was suggested that the only way to save Medina's homes was to make a deal with one group of disbelievers to give them a third of Medina's annual crop. But the companions said, if this is from Allah, then we will definitely make the deal. But if you are making such a great sacrifice to save our children, then don't do it. We will fight until our last breath. The Muslims were losing courage in such a tense situation. There's a big twist in the story, and one person enters who single-handedly changes the entire game. A man from the disbelievers' army comes forward and says, "I want to meet Muhammad." He came to the prophet PBUH and said, "I have accepted Islam, but no one knows about it. Tell me how I can help you." The prophet PBUH said, "Do whatever you can. We are in great difficulty at this time." He said, "Okay, no problem." He went straight to the Jews and told them, "The Meccans are great traitors and never support them. Yet, if they feel they are losing, they will leave you here and go back, and then the Muslims won't spare you. Yes, if you still want to make a deal, ask them for some men as a guarantee. If they are sincere, they will definitely give them." After this, he went straight to the disbelievers and told Abu Sufyan, "Jews have never been loyal to anyone. You Jews and Muslims are all together." But the Meccans told the Jews, "Just wait, we are attacking. You also attack the Muslims once and for all." The Jews replied, "We will definitely attack, but you provide us with some men as a guarantee." The Meccans didn't agree to the Jews' request. When the Jews found out that they hadn't handed over any men, they said, "They are deceiving us." And this is how the alliance between the Jews and Meccans broke, and Muslims came back into the game because now their enemy was only in front of them, and all dangers from inside Medina were eliminated. After standing outside Medina for 1 month, the Meccans' motivation had completely dropped. One day, a very strong desert storm destroyed the Meccans' entire camp. Tents, vessels, whatever. Everything was uprooted, and they all fled back. As soon as the Meccans left, Muslims turned their attention to the Jews. When they had migrated to Medina, they had made a constitution with the Jews that Jews would live by their own laws, and Muslims would live by their own laws. And in Jewish law, for such betrayal as they had committed, there was only one punishment: death. One of them said, "Let's do this. We will kill our women and children ourselves, and then fight the Muslims until our last breath." But no one listened to him. Saad bin Muad was ordered to decide. Saad decided that their women and children would be spared, and all the men would be beheaded. According to Jewish law, this was a lenient punishment given to them. After this, all of Arabia understood that nothing could be done against the Muslims, and for the first time, Muslims began to become a free and strong country, and Muhammad became king. Please like, share, and subscribe the Muslim Timeline.